Elimination, and it's usually the most efficient. Okay, it's called elimination because we are trying to eliminate either the x's or the y's. It starts off kind of easy here. So how do we eliminate the x's or the y's? Well, yeah, you add the two lines together. Now in this case, if we added the left side, what would happen to our x's? They would go away. They would be eliminated. Negative 4x plus 4 is 0, so they're gone. And then just keep adding. Negative 2y plus 8y is 6y, and negative 12 plus negative 24 is negative 36. See how quick that was?
Yeah.
Now, they're not all this easy. It's just number one, but this can be very efficient. We do have to still divide by 6 like normal. So y is negative 6, but now what? Plug it in. Now, this part's going to be harder than yesterday because yesterday we always had an equation that said y equals blah, 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 or x equals blah, blah, blah. Today we don't have that, so plugging it in is going to be a little more difficult. If I plug this into the top equation for y, that would be a negative 6. So this middle term would become positive 12. So it's negative 4x plus 12, negative 12, and then you just solve this equation like normal. Okay, just like yesterday, there should be no fractions, so that should help you guys out.
The answer's also going to be pretty small. They're like double digits.
I think it's the same as, I'm pretty sure no double digits again, yeah. About like yesterday. So, yeah, anyway, x equals positive 6. And you can check your answer again. Just since I plugged it in the top one, I can check and see if it works on the bottom. Which I would highly recommend if you're taking a test.
Yep.
Highly, highly recommended. Number 3. Kind of, they do like 4 questions at a time and then it gets a little bit harder. That's kind of the pattern on this one. All right, what would happen if I added these 2 lines together? Where did I leave off yesterday? Ava, what would happen if I added these 2 lines together?
The y's would cancel.
Y's would go away, and what do I get? What would I get?
3x equals 30.
Right. So we divide by 3 there. X 10. Do you guys know this one? 10 minus what equals 11? It's kind of a slightly trick question. 10 minus what equals 11? No? Negative 1. Let's say the other class got it. But if you're not sure, you can subtract the 10 and do a little bit of algebra. But yeah, it's negative 1.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, and then something changes on number 5. Can anybody see what's different about number 5?
Is it gonna have to multiple 5, so.
Okay, if we added these 2 lines together, would the y's go away? No. Negative 9 plus negative 9 is negative 18. So we need one of them to be a positive 9. So do you know how we're going to do it, Olivia? Okay, it's multiplied by negative 1. So you could either multiply the top, let me change it to it. Or something. It's okay. We haven't done one of these yet, so we'll start with that. Multiply one of these lines by negative 1, because when I do that, this bottom line would become plus 9y. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah.
So, but now I'm adding the top line with the third line. The second line has been replaced. So, you could scribble that out if you want to. Negative 2x plus 4x is 2x. Negative 9y plus 9y, those are gone. And negative 25 plus 23 is negative 2. So x or negative 1. And let's see, where should we plug that? You just gotta choose where to plug it in. I try to find the one that looks easiest, maybe the top one. If I plug negative 1 right there, negative 1 times negative 2 is 2. So it'd be 2 minus 9y. And then we could do a little bit of algebra there. Positive 3. Good one. Good one, Hope.
Ha ha ha. Bro. You just keep eating.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
actually, bro.
Is Eli sick?
Bro, I don't know.
He got taken by his mom.
He got taken.
Like his mom came and grabbed him and was like,
She grabbed his ankle and like dragged him off.
What? That makes no sense.
Real?
oh my gosh, oh, oh my
You
god.
like got dragged up by his mom?
Coach is gonna finish.
Real?
Let's go. Going 2 plus root
Don't.
minus 10 damage.
Brayden, what is your thoughts on, I kinda like
Okay, Olivia, how about this one?
Do the is around the second one.
Okay. It doesn't really matter which one you choose, but that's fine.
And then cross out the X's.
Well, if I add these two together right now, they won't cross out. So how do I make it so that they will cross out? Right, multiply by negative 1. So now it'll be positive 6x, which will cancel out with that one. But this would be negative 3y and positive 12.
And then cross out the 6.
Okay, the x's cross out. We got 6y minus 3y and 6 plus 12. So y is 6. And let's see, where should I put it? I'll put it on the top one. If I, well, yeah, I guess, yeah. 6 times 6 is 36, so the top line would become that. Whoops. Do some
Girl, no way.
So I got x is 5.
Do you want us to show the work to like, not like that, but as in like plugging it back in?
No, I'm not gonna be that picky, you know. Be careful though. The less work you show, the more likely you are to make a mistake too. The more you try to do it in your head is what I'm saying. Although it's kinda easy to grant. That's kind of the lesson for me.
Oh, I did like a bunch of work. I'm very proud of myself.
You make, yeah,
Yeah, I meant.
you make little mistakes because you try to do too much in your head.
Gorge.
Sorry.
But like, what am I supposed to else think of it?
Else.
On the paper, you're supposed to show it on the paper.
But that's against like paper.
Against your legend. Okay, this one at 9, they're changing it a little bit again. So, Issa, what do you think we should do on number 9? Okay, we could, why would we multiply the top line by negative 2?
To make it negative 9.
Okay, did you guys get that, girls?
Yeah.
She said multiply this by negative 2, so this becomes negative 10. I said girls. Hope. is a girl.
That's debatable. I am a female.
I don't know about that.
What?
All right. Or how could we? How could we have gotten rid of the y's? What could we have done? Yeah. Well, if this is -7, we could have multiplied this by 7. That would have worked also. But since you said the -2 thing, we'll stick with that. Okay, now the x's will cancel out. So y is 4. So, okay, I'll plug 4 back into the top one, I guess. So it's 5x plus 4 equals 9. All right, Shannon.
You multiply the top by 3.
Top by 3. Okay. What if I multiply this by 3? I get -9.
Oh, by
All right. So we need to multiply by -3 to make it a +9. Usually people get these wrong because they're losing track of all the negatives. It's easy to do. Alright, now, yeah, I don't recommend it. Now the x's will go away, and we've got 5 minus 21, -16, y equals 16 plus 48, 64. Divided by -16 is -4. If I put -4, I don't know, right there. I'll put it right there. 5 times -4 is -20. -9x minus 20 equals 16. -4.
Are there gonna be any that could be like nothing?
There is one weird one. Yeah. But, okay, I was planning to do this whole sheet, but the other class is right after chapel, so we only went to 20. So, no, it's not 2 days. So we can just go to, just to keep it equal, we can go to 20 today. But then they asked, can we make the last 4 bonus? And I said, okay. So if you want to do the last 4 for bonus. One of the last 4 is weird, and I will talk about it tomorrow, but since it's bonus, I talked about it yesterday, okay?
You don't know if it's an odd or even.
Nah, you'll figure it out when you run into it.
Yeah. It's not that maybe.
Yeah, let's wait and see if you got it right before we
I
say
hope
that.
I figured it out. I don't know. Oh, it's wacky.
It would be infinite solutions.
Yesterday we talked about no solutions and infinite solutions. Those are the two weird ones.
Yeah,
You said you talked about it yesterday.
I always
So
thought
that means it's in.
I did an example with it.
There's no point.
Because I can do the odds on my own.
Would you rather
Okay.
Think about it.
eat one food
Would you have to be a smart fellow or a smart person?
or constant
And
food
every
every other hour?
dreams
Every.
are horrible.
All right. Hope.
Sorry, multiply by 2. I was gonna say negative, but
Okay, if we multiply the bottom by 2, this will become negative 16, which is what we want, because that's positive 16. So if we add these two lines together, the 16s go away. Negative 10 minus 12 is negative 22. 10 plus 12 is 22. So y is negative 1. If I plug negative 1 right here, negative 10 times negative 1 is positive 10. So this would be that.
That's radical.
So subtract 10, 16x equals 0, which means x is 0.
By chance, can you get fractions on this assignment?
No, I said that's wrong.
Darn it, the last one.
I hate it.
On the last one, the last two rather, the x's and y's are not lined up. So if you want to add them together, you should make sure they're lined up, look the same.
Yeah. I agree to line it, but
I'm not showing the plugins, I'm showing.
If you have to move to the other side, it should switch signs.
yeah.
I'm working hard. Working hard to please you.
That's
Work, you're working hard or hardly working?
Dude, that's a. Oh. Are you being? You know what I was going to say. Being regular terrorism. I know. You smell like a piece of cheese.
Piece of cheese. That's your homecoming book.
I'm gonna get Anna to
Anna to quote you.
What was that one?
She's fine.
What was that line from Elf? You smell like beef and cheese?
Wait.
No.
What's he saying?
I think I know what you're talking about.
You smell the same as breath and you hear
I think it's a scam. Santa doesn't actually smell like that. He smells like rotten eggs.
like. Okay, anyways.
He drinks eggnog, which is horrible. Bad for your teeth. Probably.
Eggnog is so good.
Forrest.
Yeah.
How about this one?
Oh, yeah. Let's go with multiply the bottom by 3.
Okay, if we multiply this by 3, it'll turn into 15, which would cancel out with the top y's.
Yeah.
So those two added together, negative 4, negative 3 make negative 7x. The y's cancel out. It's negative 17 minus 39, negative 56.
You're the slowest person
Yeah.
on earth.
But 8. Well, then I'll fix it later.
Okay, so if I put 8, let's say on this bottom one, that would be negative 8 plus 5y. Negative 13 plus 8 plus 8. 5y is negative 5. So y is negative 1.
Oh, never mind. I figured out the last one.
No one
Man.
enjoys pooping.
What? I did.
Girls,
I
hush,
How did you come to this?
I don't know.
She asked me, would you rather question? Would you rather eat
Okay.
the
you guys are sounding like Grant right now.
same? What?
Yeah, I'm being quiet.
turned
Say
over a new
what?
leaf.
Ask me.
Grant's-
Yeah, I began a new era.
It's not
Grant's-
class appropriate.
Oh.
I got this
We're in the middle of math class right now.
Grant says,
I finished my math.
Oh, sorry. Bro, he's so rude.
Don't look at me. You creep me out. Your teeth are scary.
What? You're a terrible person.
I'm sorry, they do.
Okay, 17, they stepped it up again. Okay, Caden, what do you think we gotta do? Shh, hush.
Multiply the top one by like 4 and then the bottom one by -7.
Okay, the problem is 4 cannot turn into 7, or 8 cannot turn into 9. So we have to multiply both lines into something that they can turn into. 7 and 4 can turn into 28 if you just multiply this line by 4 and this line by 7. It's kind of like switching. But because these are both negative, we want one of them to be positive. We need to make one of those negative. So the top line times 4 is, and the bottom line times -7 is, so y is -2. Don't forget those negatives. Okay, and if I plug -2 somewhere, let's go, I don't know, on the top. -8 times -2 is 16. So -7x plus 16 equals negative divided by negative is positive.
I love
Whoa.
porridge. I love porridge. Mr. Jordan, have you ever had porridge?
I guess, and it's basically oatmeal.
This one. Yeah, porridge sounds like terrible. Sounds like oatmeal with beans.
I'm not sure what the
It
difference
sounds
is.
depressing.
I'm not sure, there must be a difference though, porridge and oatmeal.
Because oatmeal sounds like
I had oatmeal
yum.
this morning.
It smells like breakfast.
Oatmeal's so oatmeal.
Me too.
Like,
I feel like
It's
Shannon would be the
22.
only, like,
Wait, you're just eating like easy, but
Maybe.
there's munching on oatmeal right now.
Yeah, bro.
It's easy if you're good at math.
Oh wait, we're on.
Yucky.
Yucky.
We should have kept Grant
Bro.
on the back. Grant's in this point. What is he not?
Why do you think I moved the front row? For what purpose?
Oh yeah, because now he's aiming at us.
Yeah, dude, I mean,
So rude.
Shannon,
Run the door, baby.
you're the brand.
I'm so bluff.
Sorry, I couldn't go through the sentence. There's just too much.
Great, this is a live video. That be right over just
Yeah.
It's not a good thing.
Alright, Grant, what should we do?
Okay, so we should like multiply them or equal to 20x. So like the top row, we multiply by like -5x.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. 4 and 10 can both turn into 20. I would probably do these, you know why I would do these?
Because they're like already ready.
They're already negative and positive. So let's go ahead and do that.
Okay.
So 7 and 2. That would do it. Doesn't really matter, I mean, either way is okay. Less likely to make a mistake if you use negatives less.
So it'd be like -28x plus 14. Wait, no, sorry. Wait, am I?
14y
Yeah.
is 98.
My brain is recalibrating.
Negative 20x plus 14y equals negative 15.
Yeah.
Negative 48x equals
Negative
48. So x is, I put negative 1 right there. Negative 4 times negative 1 is 4. Minus 2y is 14.
Fine. Let's go. Braden.
Yep.
You are my Braden. Thank you.
Alright, so you can go to 20 if you want to do the last 4 other bumps.
Yippee.
One of them's weird. I'm not telling you until tomorrow.
It's easy to tell which one's weird because it's like the weird one.